Hello, students. Lecture 10 History Chapter Nationalism in India. We discuss till Rowlatt Act of 1919. After enactment of Rowlatt Act 1919, a tragic incident occurred in India, that is Jallianwala Bagh incidents in April 1919. Actually, what had happened, Amritsar was given under the command of martial law, and as per martial law, General Dyer had taken over the command of Amritsar area. People were not aware about martial law. So on April 13, that is the Baisakhi day, is a harvesting festival of Punjab. A large people gathered in enclosed ground of Jallianwala Bagh. Some people came to protest against the Rowlatt Act peacefully, and many came to celebrate Baisakhi fair, that is annual harvesting fair of Punjab. General Dyer heard about this gathering, and without knowing the fact about gathering, he sent his army troop, and Jallianwala Bagh, there was only one entrance and exit, was cordoned, was blocked by the troop, and unwarned firing was opened on the gathering, in which thousands of innocent children, women, old age people, and many of those who gathered over there were shot dead. This was a mass killing by the British. And when General Dyer was asked why did he do that, he answered that it was necessary to create a feeling of terror in the minds of Satyagrahis. This was Jallianwala Bagh incidents of April 1919. After this, a different situation occurred in Amritsar and other parts of North India towns. It was crowds took to streets in many parts of North Indian towns. There were strikes, clashes with the police, and attacks on government buildings. Satyagrahis, people. After this Jallianwala Bagh incidents, even common people also became Satyagrahi. So British government started repressing these attacks brutally, and they started humiliating and terrorizing people in Amritsar area. British police asked Satyagrahis to rub their nose on the ground, crawl on the ground, and children, small children and women were asked to salute, to salam the British officers. People were beaten by sticks. Villages in Punjab were bombed. Bombs were dropped in the villages. Seeing this violence, Mahatma Gandhi decided to stop the Satyagraha movement against Rowlatt Act, so that British police may not humiliate or torture Satyagrahis and other people unnecessarily. Rowlatt Act movement was widespread in towns, but it was still limited in other towns and villages. then Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch a broad based movement in India. We will discuss about non-cooperation movement, but before that we will discuss Khilafat movement. What was Khilafat movement? Who formed Khilafat committee? We will go back to history during First World War. In First World War, the Ottoman Turkey, which was the largest Muslim empire of the time, was defeated, and a peace treaty signed by Britain and other countries who collectively defeated Ottoman Turkey. A treaty was signed, peace treaty was signed, peace agreement was signed, and according to that, they decided to take the temporal powers of Khalifa, the Islamic head. Temporal powers, religious powers, to seize religious power of Khalifa, who was the Islamic head, the ruler. So, in its wake, as a result, to protect the temporal powers, to protect the religious powers of Khalifa, Muslim people formed Khilafat committee in March 1919, and Muslim leaders like Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Shaukat Ali Jinnah began discussing with Mahatma Gandhi about the possibility of united mass action on the issue. Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to bring Hindus and Muslims community together and to start a more broad-based, nationwide non-cooperation satyagrah movement, or the non-cooperation movement, popularly known as NCM. And in Kolkata, September 1920 Congress session, this Congress session is also important for map work. September 1920 Kolkata Congress session was held, and in this session Gandhiji convinced other leaders for united non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat as well as for Swaraj. So this was about Khilafat movement. Khilafat committee formed by Muslim leaders in March 1919, and the movement was launched along with non-cooperation movement. A compromise was occurred in September 1920 Congress session. Next article of this lecture is the idea of non-cooperation. What was the idea of non-cooperation? Why did Mahatma Gandhi want to launch non-cooperation movement? Mahatma Gandhi, written in his famous book Hind Swaraj, published in 1919, that British Raj or British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians, and if Indians stop this cooperation, British rule would collapse and Swaraj would come. And Gandhiji also suggested that non-cooperation movement should begin with the following activities. Number one, surrender of titles. Titles were given to people like Jamadars, Pattidars, Talukdars. These titles would be surrendered. Boycott of civil services. Whosoever were there in British civil services, those services would be boycott. Recruitment in army. courts, police, legislative councils, and if in case government use repression, a full civil disobedience movement would be launched. So that was all about in this lecture. Thank you very much and keep on